Good gravy. Okay, let me get this other thing set up. Whoa. What is he doing? Is he grazing? Do I have service this morning? Uh-oh. Something better. Oops. Thought I'd catch the sunrise this morning. Good morning. Go away, Skeeter. Good morning, Linnell. Yeah. We have sunrise this morning. Yay. I'm apparently moved over further than usual. But I'm going to just to make sure we catch that sunrise. Uh-oh. There we go. So beautiful. How are you this morning? How is everybody this morning? I've already got frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. Gee, it's hot on the trail or something this morning. I have a wet head, but it's nice out here. This morning's about 60, I think I saw. Good morning, Donna. Her face feels extra crinkly this morning. The coffee's hot, but at least I bring my big one. I don't have to go back in 14 times. Good morning, Sandy. Pretty good so far, Donna. Got out and took a shower like I was going somewhere. Well, I was. I was coming right out here to visit with y'all. Uh-oh, where'd my sunshine go? I guess it's not cloudy. I still have a couple of frogs doing their thing this morning. Goliath was just laying there while I was brushing my... That is a job, is to brush this hair out before and after a shower. That's why it stays up most of the time, to keep it from getting tangled. But I use a spray conditioner that it's really a detangler, high dollar detangler by Pantene. But it's the only one that works that actually feels like it's a conditioner of sorts. I want to show y'all though, guess what I finished yesterday? Well, anybody on my Facebook has seen it. Well, no, you haven't, because I haven't posted it to Facebook yet, because the girl I'm giving it to, um, I think she's in the group, but, excuse me. Morning, Hope and Teresa. But look, oh, I hate those things on the background on the inside. I was going to line it, but I asked her, and see, she had a chance to see it. I asked her to video call me. But you know, by the time you get Easter eggs and stuff stuffed in there, and this isn't attached like I would like it to be, but it's hard to attach it without it showing. I single crocheted around the handle, and then you make two of these and sew them together. Am I blocking the sunrise again? The sun was coming up through here really pretty a minute ago. But these dots though, oh my lord. I think though by the time she, now that I see it out in the open, by the time she gets Easter grass and everything in there, as long as she doesn't use a flash, she can do it like this. But I asked her to call me yesterday and she didn't, so it's not lined. And I attached these things where this wouldn't come down. I did a decrease here to keep it from coming down, but then I also attached these where it wouldn't fall down. I think it turned out pretty good. I just freehanded that thing. I found a pattern for a headband. Skeeters. I found a pattern for a headband, and I want to say crochet jewel, or but to try to figure. Okay, I'm gonna have to take it apart though. I can see that now. Maybe not. You know, sometimes we can just wiggle it and make it right. But the headband had the ears over here and over here. But you know, also, I told her I was trying to hurry so we get it, because Alabama's now on lockdown, and I don't know how I just don't know how I'm going to get it to her unless we accidentally run into each other at the store. They're not, it doesn't really take that long, Hope. These dots probably took longer because they're just, what are they? Magic ring with, the more I look at it in the camera though, the more it doesn't look even all the way around. 6 half double crochets at, I'm not telling you anything, right? You know what to do, right? Anyway, those dots probably took longer than the whole rest of the thing. And then I was waiting most of the day just to hear from her. But the pattern for this wasn't totally clear because this said to do 20 single crochets for 10 rows. I mean, and then do a single crochet in the second run of the hook. 20 chains, single crochet, second run of the hook, all the way across, come back, back loop only, 10 rows. But it never says to join it. But then at some point it says to work in the round. So I just did it and then gathered it. I may take that. Well, no, I'm not. I'm tired of fooling with it. But anyway, so I got all the ends woven in on the. I don't know if y'all remember, but she's the one that got the Easter dress that I made from the. I don't know how my hair got wound into a whole strand of yarn. Anyway, she's the one that got the Easter, she's the one that's getting the Easter dress that I made out of the gingerbread dress pattern. So I just had to weave in ends. Now I took this and tried it on her. In plenty of time to do this, and then I got sick. I got sick with my ears, and then I got sick with the flu. Morning, Sandra. But I mean, I just did this like a beanie, pretty much, on the bottom, and I don't care about that seam on the bottom. I didn't do it. And then I just did, still like a beanie, I just did half double crochets in the round. I didn't even stop and do an up thing. Like, morning, Denisha. I didn't even, I did it like Crystal's new no seam beanie. I just did it round and round and round with half double crochets because I thought that would close that up more. And I just decreased on the top for 2 rows, single crochets, decrease every sixth stitch, I think. And I mainly put these here just to keep it from this from dropping down, but also to try to keep this in place. I asked her, I said, why do you want the Minnie Mouse ears in the middle of the handle? Because but anyway, yeah, I thought it turned out pretty good. I could have probably spaced the dots differently or more uniform, but I wanted them kind of, I mean, polka dots aren't always perfectly aligned, right? I don't know. But anyway, so then I thought I would do that, and then I've got to finish this beret this morning. I'm going to try to figure out how to get it up there to her. And she's only about 10 minutes from here. And I'm going to take this inside real quick. The pollen is just flying around pretty crazy this morning. Okay. I mean, she's only, how old is she? I said the other day, and I can't remember now. She was born in August. And then I was trying to hurry and get this done, which is why I was trying to get hold of her yesterday to see how she wanted that basket, if she wanted lining put on it. And I probably should have lined it, just going with my, but I think after she said, it's not like she doesn't have anything else to wear. Talking about the dress, because I need to get the dress out there. It's like she's got 600 other outfits she's going to have to wear between now and Easter. Okay, then. So I think, I mean, and I said something about, yeah, but this is the Easter frock. She's like, no, she's got several. Come on now, entertain me here. Just entertain me a minute. So I think I'm done making for others for now. because I also finished the Amore blanket, and which is the heart, um, the heart, uh, can't think yet. I ate too much yesterday. Ugh. I'm eating too much bread. Good morning, Linda. I got up yesterday morning. I was gonna fix waffles and chicken, or waffles and pre-chicken. But then I had to do 2 sinks of dishes, and I didn't want to cook anymore because then I'd mess up dishes. So what did I end up making? I think first I made cornbread. The frogs are still out and about a little bit too, Janisha. And I don't know if the trees are blocking the sun, but we did have a sunrise coming up there for a minute. Morning, Carol. I may have. I'm hearing cars down on the highway this morning. And the frogs were so loud last night, just like they were the night before. But I wanted to come out, but I thought there was steady lives all night last night, so I didn't want to get in everybody else's way. I forgot to get my charger. Well, I didn't want to be jumping up out of the way as long as Mr. was being behaved this morning, because he'll have me jumping before long, you know. But yeah, I did I started that Amore blanket, the heart fillet, and then I took Mama to get her hair done one day, and her hairdresser, I make buttermilk cornbread, and then I heat my grease, my skillet, and there's the sun. This is putting on the screen. It's kind of cool. But I'm going to leave it because we haven't had a sunrise in a couple of days. And then I heat my grease in the skillet. And then I pour the heated grease on top of my cornbread mix. My cornbread batter. I don't know why we do that. But I always have. Because my granny did. Good morning, Reggie. Good morning, Tina. And I wonder, Teresa, you know, other than just never having questioned that, I wonder if it's just to get rid of the, thank you, Tina. I wonder if it's just to get rid of the grease, the extra, you know, because whether you put lard or oil, I usually try to put Crisco, shortening in there if I have it. But so when it melts, I wonder if we just put that in there, because it fries the bread a little bit. And I love it when the batter hits that hot skillet. But then I saw my iron skillet in the sink this morning with water in it, and I'm like, Good morning, Christy. Well, come as you are. And Joyce, good morning. Oh, cool. We're just sitting here watching the sun come up again, listening to the birds. We got some frogs that are still doing their thing this morning. The bass frogs. Are y'all hearing them? That's just an optical illusion from the sun. But I love it. Howdy. I kid D all the time. I don't know why. Yes. Oh, I took it back in. Hang on. I gotta go get my charger anyway because I didn't want to be out. I didn't want my phone dying early. I'm gonna run get it and I'll show you the basket. I took it in because the I'm so sorry, Reggie. Hey, you know, I am monetized and everything, but hey, if you get some 10-minute ad, please skip that thing and come on in. I mean, I'm not watching a 10-minute ad. I mean, I will a time or two, but I'm not gonna watch no 10-minute ad every time I go into the same room. You know what I mean? No. So I'm not so big on that. I'm sometimes not even patient to watch 2 or 3 minute ads, but it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm washing dishes or something and my hands are not going to be hot water or a bit bigger than just get hot water with cornmeal. Tastes great. Huh. Well, I appreciate it, Tina. I'm just saying that if you don't have time or if you want to get on in here or anything, just whatever you have time for. I don't want, time is precious. I know. Let me get that basket and get my charger while he's raising Kate already. What's up? Come on. and get something to set it on after I show it that way. Oh, goodness. I didn't want pollen getting all over it. Anybody come in while I was gone? Oh my gosh, Hope, yeah, that's totally understandable. Because I've come in, let's see. And what kills me too, Hope, is the ads that, like, on a, well, like you say, on a 12-minute video, you've got 3 ads. You've got an ad every 4 minutes. $55 in South Carolina. Yeah, I think it's about 60 here. Anyway, here's the basket. Well, it's in the 50s. I don't think it's quite 60 yet. I think I saw 57 maybe. But it may be 60 by now. So here's the basket. I didn't line it, but I tried to get hold of my friend yesterday. Well, I tried to get her to call me, video call me, so I could show her what I was talking about. But now that I'm seeing it in the daylight, I think when she gets, and as long as she doesn't use a flash, I will, Tina. I didn't yesterday because I didn't want to do that while you were doing your show, but I will put it on your channel. But yeah, I thought it turned out pretty good. The dots probably took longer than the whole rest of the thing. And then, like I was saying earlier, I single crocheted around the handle, and then I attached dots with string just so that it would not, so this wouldn't fall, even though I decreased to keep it up. But yeah, the only thing I didn't care much for was the, and I finished this while I was on Tina's show yesterday. The only thing was, like I said, not lining it. I should have lined it, but then again, she should have let me bought a plain one, a plain bucket. And then I saw somebody said something earlier about the ice cream buckets. So yeah, that would be a good idea too, because I save all that stuff. I mean, I made, well, here he is. Here he is again. So this is going to the same friend baby that got the Easter dress that was the gingerbread dress pattern. There's the sunshine. But yeah, this isn't attached well enough either, so I may take a regular needle and thread and try to there's a lot of patterns out there that people don't call though, just because of copyrights, I guess. Well, I pray that all goes well with that, Teresa. And I think Tina said that she's got new babies coming this year too, right? Oh my gosh, Teresa. As fast as you are, you could wait till she goes into labor. No, Tina, the bucket, the reason I was talking about lining it is because, I don't know if you can see it, but the bucket, she bought an Easter bucket that had different color eggs and stuff. And you can't see it see right there, you can see a green one and stuff. So I'm thinking by the time she puts stuff in it though, I don't think you're going to be able to see it unless she puts a flash. And more than anything, she's just going to be taking pictures. I mean, her baby's not 6 months. I mean, she's just at 6 months old, 7 months old. So, and now, um, we can't go to church or anything, so, and she said, it's not like she doesn't have 600 other outfits to wear. Well, I mean, I just wanted to line this or wrap the thing because I did have double crochets in hopes of closing it up more, which it did. It would have been worse if it had been double crochets. But I wasn't going to do this whole bucket in single crochets just because I was trying to hurry mainly. But it still looks okay, I think. It's cute. I could have used another dot. I could have spaced my dots a little differently, but I think it's okay. And then I saw one pattern that had like a ruffled skirt around it, and that would have been cute too. So I thought it was cute. The headband pattern that I used for this was a little, um, there was a couple of things in there like this thing, like the bow. It didn't say to work in, it never said to connect your thing, but then it said to work in the round and all that stuff. But I just did what I knew to do. And then the ears are just circles, but you do two of them and put them together to make it stand up. And then like the bottom of it has a flat spot. Oh, thank you, Tina. Yeah, that's me. I just, you know, I've been surprised by a couple of people that I've made things for that, that are, crochet worthy. Yeah, it is easier, but it's just like that other pattern. I had problems with the way it was written. This one, for the headband that I found, of course, I mean, it was a free one. I'm not grumbling. It was free. I figured it out. But there were actually steps missing from this one. But like I say, I figured it out. It's okay. But I mean, I think you could get one done because if I hadn't waited to hear from her about the 8 outfits a day, and just stays. But anyway, so yeah, I've had a couple of people that kind of surprised me that they are. Um, oh, you know I'll be there, Tina, unless I pull a D and fall asleep. um, but like I said, there's been a couple of people I've made stuff for that I did consider, crochet worthy or whatever. That they're not just gonna throw it in a drawer or whatever. But then they've had a problem with something that I did. Not a problem, but I don't know. Anyway, it wasn't received as I felt it should be. Shoot, I was up at 6 this morning because I already had a shower and everything. I had to wash my hair though. I'm not going so it doesn't seem like. Uh, hey Jennifer, did you see the and Jen? Did you see this, Jennifer? No, it's not for little Jenny, mini Jenny. Finally getting the beret finished for the Easter dress, so this will all go there. But like I said, when she said, I told her this is the, uh, she said it's not like she doesn't have so many other things to do and we're on lockdown and all that. I said, yeah, but this is the Easter dress. She was like, no, she's got other stuff. Come on now, stop it. Thank you, thank you. I love the little ears and the bow. I saw so many patterns that had so many different things. Morning, Kim. Some of them had the ears kind of, not to the side, but they were separated more. Morning, Becky. Good morning, Christy. I mean, have a good day. Sad you have to work, but at least you're not sitting home getting fat like me. I don't know how much I've gained since then. And Christy's new, Christy and Christy's new challenge is up. And I will mention that in my podcast, Christy, and put a link to it. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cute. I'm not totally happy with this thing. With the stuff in the background, but it's okay. Morning, Susan. I think by the time she gets stuff in there, it's gonna be okay. And there's not gonna be any Easter egg hunts anyway. Did I see something about drive-through Easter egg hunts or something? So what was that about? Was that like people just going and getting baskets or getting gifts or something? And I finally watched Ryan's video yesterday. I'm gonna go put this back in there because like I said, I'm just trying to not let. Good morning, Sherry. Sherry, did you see my basket? Oh, Sherry, did you see the basket after it was finished? Yeah, I could have put another dot right in here. Oh, thanks. But I'm sure I'm not the only one that after I finish something, I'm like, oh, well, I could have done this and I could have done that, and could have, but I think it's pretty cute. I've never been a totally big Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse kind of fan. I've always liked them and the stuff is cute, but there's just so much of it. Thanks, Sherry. I was just going to make black dots and put up there. I read the pattern that said to make 2 of them and put it together, which is good because I don't think they would have stood up any other way. So yeah. And then stuff like that, you just learn a new technique that you can use on something else. Because I didn't have a pattern for this thing. Good morning, Marcy. I just did the bottom as double crochets just because I was hurrying. And I just did your typical increase for a beanie or something. And then I did this row in back loops so I'd have that little ridge to kind of help it stand. Yeah, Susan, I was going to line this or either wrap somehow. I was either going to wrap the thing, and the reason I was trying to call her to see if she wanted me to do that was because I knew I was going to attach these where this wasn't going to be removable. So I tried to call her before I did that. I did everything else until then. And then I put the little dots on that so you could see. I think it's cute though. No ma'am, not getting any germs. Alabama was put on lockdown Saturday. I don't know what all that means. But I'm not going anywhere anyway. I need to try to get this Easter basket to her though. Okay. The charger pulled over this way. And then too, I want to come up with, I just want to take that in because of all the pollen that's dropping around here. Get our sunshine back in there. I want to get, I want to come up with a area to set up for Sunday so that we could see a full sunrise. Has it already gone up over the... Now he's just getting mad at me and going back in there and laying down. Yes, Teresa, that's a, oh yeah, I loved the Mickey Mouse Club. Morning, Karen. Craving chocolates, what? I'm craving some homemade ice cream. And I loved the Mickey Mouse Club, Tina. I just never, and I like Mickey and Minnie, but it just had never been one of my favorite, like when I bought, stuffed animals or when I had toys as a kid. You know, Mickey and Minnie just weren't the things. I liked strawberry shortcake. Um, and who else? I don't know. I was such a tomboy. I really didn't play with dolls, I don't think. Not really a tomboy, but I was an outdoor kid. So I didn't... I don't think me and my sister either one. You know, we had like antique dolls that we had. But anyway, I've got to try to figure out if I, now my friend that's getting this basket and this dress, I got to finish the beret today because that is the, if anybody makes this pattern for, good morning, Sandra Louise. Me too. And like, you know, we were always fishing and, I mean, we were always doing something. And then my daddy, you know, he always hunted and trapped and fished and stuff like that. So that's what I did. And then up at my Meemaw's, I mean, she had a farm. Her and Peepaw had a farm. And, you know, I was up there uh, collecting eggs, getting eggs in the chicken house and in the water. I'm glad I don't have public water. But also saw where also saw something about some tigers at the zoo in New York, is it? But anyway, I'm trying to stay right here. Yes, Sandra, I love it. And everybody loves it. That's the reason I try to get out here in the mornings and, you know, and do a live. And I'm really, did you say Monda? I didn't say Monda. I'm going to try to get in on the thing this month, the Have a Yarn with Charlie. Well, Karen, my granny lived with us the whole time, my whole childhood with my daddy's mama, and she pretty much did. We we did stuff, but I mean we weren't special or anything. Good morning, Linda. Uh, but Granny always did everything while we were at school and stuff. I mean, you know, she made the beds and she cooked dinner and stuff like that. Morning, Christy. And so we didn't have like, our regular chores were more like yard work and stuff like that. And just helping Daddy always worked. We had a family business, so we were always working with them. And like, Mom and Daddy both worked. So on the weekends, well, Linda, you be careful going to work. Gosh, stay as long as you can, though. Use me as an excuse if you want to stay home. um, but Mom and Daddy both worked during the week, so we usually tried to do like go fishing or camping or something on the weekends, or we used to go just all kind of stuff. I mean, nothing money spending. Now, I helped with all that, sort of helped. I mostly learned. Cooking and sewing kind of stuff, and farming and helping in the garden and stuff like that. I've been doing something every day. I'm ready to go back to work. Um, because just like Jeanette on DIY Creations, have y'all seen her video that says, "Am I the only one sitting home getting fat?" Oh, Karen, that was just mean. And I think, though, the fact that they always, plus, when we were little, they played music. Mom and Daddy were musicians. Oh, that's cool, Sandra. I don't know. As of when I had the flu, I had not gained much. I mean, it wasn't outrageous or anything, but now, oh my gosh. And look, all this property, I could get my butt out and walk down this driveway a few times. Oh my gosh. I have a treadmill. Hello. I have a bike. I have a full workout everything. That's cool, Tina. Renee was supposed to go to Disney the 10th, but she's. Aw, no. Error did not occur. We're live. Am I live? Oh, and here comes the sun. I mean, here's the. I was trying to get the sunshine in here this morning. There we go. And I don't know what is going on. This thing started buffering yesterday, and look, it's way up in my face again. I was trying to get the sunshine, but it's not going to let me. See, yesterday when it restarted, do y'all remember it got way up in my, zoomed in on my face like that? My halo. Ah. Yes, Karen, did somebody say Zoom? Good morning, Sandy. Did I miss anybody? I'm sorry about this buffering. I don't know what's going on. But like I said, do y'all remember yesterday morning, whoever was here, how it zoomed back in on my face? My halo. um, yeah, let me know, Karen, if you do Zooms and get your whatever. because I don't really go into much of them, but it's hard to hear over a lot of people talking, you know. I thought I was going to be able to, Linda, Sandy, did you send me your, I didn't, is it on your page for your tag? And, Linda, Quilty Crocheter, I don't, hey, did you send me your address too? Well, Karen, you know, some of those, whether I'm accepted or not. Oh, you know what? I may have. Yeah, Sandy. Let me look. Let me look. Um, and Teresa, I started a third time to tell you about this blanket, and I think I got cut off. These are those blankets that I was getting at the truck stops, like Love's mainly. I think I also got one at got some at what's that other place? Stuckey's. Yeah, Karen. Well, you know, that's also an it is what it is thing. Yeah, I was glad to see you there on your birthday. Um, I I know that I gave a couple people crap the other day when the Zoom was changing over to the whole password thing or whatever. But some of it was some of the comments I was seeing. I still cut off that blanket thing, didn't I? I got these blankets at the truck stops. I get them at Love's when they're two for $15. And I have got about 20 of them because they're very sturdy. The dogs never tore them up. I'm hearing Beth down there. Oh, oops. Today's my mama's son's birthday. But oh my gosh. Mhm. But yeah, I've got about 20 of these. So when, like Goliath and Thor and all of them, they would do like a cat. They would put their feet down and pull with their mouth to make their bed and to waller their bed around. So it got ripped when they did that. But these are very durable. So I would buy, and they're warm. So I would buy them every time I would find them. Plus, I gave Renee a bunch of them, I think. And they're easy just to grab out of the. Yeah, the you would think, and I don't know. I guess the cable companies could boost their bandwidth or whatever to because so many more people are home. But you know, I mean, what if that went down? I like I said, you know, I've seen a few people literally freaking out because Zoom wasn't accessible and they were freaking out before they gave it a minute to try to figure out what was up with it. And I mean, that's the kind of stuff that just I understand people being alone. Oh my gosh, Sandy. I would hose him off out in the yard. Hose him off and spray him down and all that good stuff before he comes in our house. That's what I worry about my brother working. Um, and coming back in down there with Mama. She's not 100% since the flu. I'm not yet, but I'm probably better than she is. If I don't quit eating all this junk. You know, the thing about it is, they said that virus is, America or United States is more susceptible because so many of us are obese, you know. I mean, I, you know, I'm not going to be unhealthy and just to be skinny because I love some food and I'm going to be healthy enough to, but, um, I've missed something up through there. Sorry. Oh my gosh, Sandy. Oh man. He better wear a mask. Oh God. But the thing, 4 layers of cotton. See, I didn't even get to start cutting out mine last night. And I'm almost afraid to. I'm just doing it for my doctor's office, but there's about 20 employees. So I was going to make 40, so they'd have two. But, you know, every pattern I have put on well, I know everybody's concerned about whether it works or doesn't work. Um, Denisha, that's what I was going to say, but. Octavia would be the one getting all that action. Well, not that action, but never mind. Just never mind. Coffee. Mm. But they say that because of our obesity here in the United States, that's what's going to cause us the most trouble. Well, I mean, okay, so now we're locked in the house and not getting out and doing our regular thing, even though I was pretty lazy at that too. So I'm just sitting here getting even more fat. But I'm not going out either. I'm going to try to take that. I'm going to finish that beret. That shouldn't take me even an hour, maybe an hour. Um, does he not see all those other people out there wearing? Mm, that's sad. But anyway, all the masks that I'm putting up, people are saying something's wrong with them. So I don't want to. I was just simply going to do. I was just simply going to do that first. That is the cutest little. I wish I could turn. Oh, he just swooped off of the cutest little bird. It looks like a blue jay in that, or a cardinal even, in that it has the little the thing, the crest, I guess, or whatever, the little pointy thing. Um, but it's kind of gray and it's kind of cute, like just a cute little bird. There he goes. He doesn't have blue, but he's got enough. Well, I have clearly told my doctor's office I have clearly told my doctor's office that these are not N95s or anything like that. Now, um, uh, and, well, I thought that I remember vacuum cleaner filters, a warning out there saying stuff about not breathing the stuff that comes in the middle of those. Oh, Karen, so cute though. And I'm hearing Jay's. Morning, Jennifer. I'm not doing this today. Okay. Am I back yet? To keep buffering, I'm so sorry, y'all. I mean, my nephew says we need a new router, but then when I threaten to buy one, this one straightens up. I don't want to torture y'all either, though. So is anybody working on anything? Well, good morning, Edna. How are you? Uh-oh, my people are dropping. But I can't stand that buffering either, whether I'm watching or recording or whatever, so. Um, but yeah, every time I say I'm going to buy a router and now I can't go anywhere, so I'd have to order one online, I guess. And I don't know what the deal is with Walmart. Are they... Yeah, I don't know what's up with everything. I still need to go to... I definitely need to make masks today. I think, though, well, Karen, I was thinking about... I need to do something with my room, too. But I'm seriously thinking about tearing down the other room and sort of bring it into the other bedroom, Renee's old bedroom. But I don't know. I really set that room up to sew, and that's what I need to do today. I need to get in there and sew on some masks. But still, I want to make those for my doctor's office, so I'm trying to wait till I get those done to go out. I am not at those and this thing, the dress and things I'm going to put in a bag. I'm going to leave it on her front porch. I'm going to wave at them through the door, throw the baby kisses, and then, oh my gosh, I was watching Posh Pooch, Sarah Satch, and she said that her grandbaby, her granddaughter that's on her show every now and then, will come up. They came up yesterday and came to the window and put their hands together and then gave um, kisses through the window, and it was just so cute. But I want to do that. I need to go to the hardware store. I need some tarpaulins before it rains again. I mean, this has gotten bad around my fireplace. Um, and ammunition. I still need more ammunition. And I'm not going to Walmart for that. And then, where was I going? Oh, my doctor's office is right there next to the hardware store. and then go back up the road and drop this off on the front porch of Lisa and them. But yeah. Good morning, Jeanette. I was just mentioning you a minute ago because, yeah, you're not the only one sitting around getting fat. I was thinking about, well, see, Karen, I need some soil because I wanted to start all my gladiolus and everything, but I need some good, I wanted to start them in pots so I could stake them and so that I wouldn't weed eat them down. That's another thing I need at the hardware stores, weed eater twine. I need gas for my lawnmower. But see, all this stuff I can do without seeing people. I've been training to not be around people for a long time. Plus, I want to get me and Tina some tomatoes planted. But I don't want to seed them from store-bought tomatoes or anything. I really want to go to, well, if I go to the hardware store, see, this is a little hardware store that there's hardly ever anybody in, and it's, you know, a family, well, it's Ace Hardware, but it's small, and they're taking, I've been in there once since the virus is going around. They wear gloves and masks, I mean, you know, and they handle, money cautiously. I try to give exact change or close enough that I don't have to have anything back. Um, but yeah, I just don't know what's going on. We're running out of, like, me and my nephew yesterday. Oh my gosh, I started to say earlier too. I fixed cornbread, and then because I eat buttermilk and cornbread, I don't know. Oh my gosh, Jeanette. But all this bread, I think, is why my joints are hurting. Now, I don't know what connection that may have. I don't have RA. I don't have anything that would cause that other than just being fat. But yeah, Jeanette, like you know, we had an emergency pack of Oreos, an emergency pack of brownies. But I mean, I fixed like 3 different bread things yesterday. It was 80 here, so the yeast would affect my joints and bone. I mean, it's just mainly my joints. Like I said, I don't have anything that would cause it. Nothing like rheumatoid or regular arthritis or anything other than just, you know, getting old and kind of stiff. But I have never, I haven't eaten this much bread in a long time. Ah, did y'all see that bug just hit me in the eyeball? But I walked down to Mama's uh, the other day and took a package that my sister sent here for her, and I was going to die. She lives right there. I seriously don't know why, after I buffer and come back in, why this thing is all up in my face like that. I'm going to find us I need to cut this. But that's where my bird feeder is, so, you know, there's always like 4 feet of stuff under it. Let me pull that up with my hands. Me too, Sandy. Now, see, that's what I was going to do before the virus. I was going to money and buy a car. Oh my God, am I buffering again? Better not be. Was going to buy a car and go see as many as I can because, you know, um, Indiana and Illinois, I mean, that's just straight up from here. It's not that bad a drive. Well, I saw this one over here. I have data on my phone, so if my Wi-Fi goes out, it should pick up data. But my laptop is strictly my laptop is strictly Wi-Fi. So when I see it starting to do the circle, it says chat disconnected. Then I worry. Okay, here we go. And I know there's a lag between data and Wi-Fi if it does shift over. But I want to get us a nice place set up for Sunday morning to do a sunrise, because I love this sunrise coming through the trees. Um, but too, whereas normally after I eat, I would kind of get up and, but good morning, Mimi. Morgan, is that correct? With a southern accent. I have Peggy Hill stuff. Pronunciations. Well, Karen, we need to kick each other in the butt and just get up and do stuff. But yeah, I was going to get a car, but then Guten Morgen. Okay, I thought so. See, I learned that when my sister was in Germany. But it never sounded right. But I mean, I'm a southerner, nothing. Bonsoir. Oh, I love that movie. And I try to watch you all the way through. Well, Latoya. Which most of the time I do watch you all the way through. I'm just so behind right now. I don't think I'll ever get caught up. On my front porch, Alabama. Yes, Linda, good. I'm in Alabama. Crochet for Baby just did a new bonnet. See, I was thinking about doing a bonnet with this because, let me just tell you, I think this pattern is so cute. I keep thinking with Goliath not in here, maybe Freddie will come walking across. And he may have down that way. Boy, my yard's getting woolly. That, pattern for the gingerbread dress, I just don't think I'm going to make it anymore. I made the Easter dress, and this is the beret. This beret did not fit a 6-month-old or a 9-month-old. Freddie is the fox. Uh-oh. I hear a text coming through. Who is this telling me something to do? Not answering that right now. Well, are you talking about this dress, Sandy? Here comes Goliath too. He's wanting something. This beret didn't fit. So I had this thing finished except for the, I had it finished except, I don't know how to make my messages not come up, except weaving in the ends. Daggum. Get away, go away. There's these big, huge things. It's called something flies. They eat mosquitoes, and I try not to kill them, but they sure will get in your face. Good. Yeah, see, I don't even know how to pronounce them. Like I said, I have that Peggy Hill Spanish going for me. Por favor. But anyway, so I had this beret finished, all except the weaving in the end. I had to rip it all the way back to I hear something playing in the water. Move, bud. Move, 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 move. Okay. That was weird. I heard something flopping in the water. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. I think it's Freddy, y'all. Okay, Goliath, go to the house. No, it's a dang squirrel. Oh. Okay. Okay, let me get him on here. I'm sorry. That was weird. I heard something flopping in the water down there. And Goliath has this thing wrapped around this tree. What are you doing? Go pee-pee, whatever you gotta do. Okay. There is something flopping around in the water. But what is it? There's nothing down there. Could be the ducks. We have some mallards that come in like wild. We have some wild ducks that come in and flop around down there. The geese used to. See, and branches and everything flop around down there. Try to get back in here. Okay, so I guess he's just gonna come out and lay down. Anyway. I can do these. Oh, well, thanks, Sherry. He's probably just like Goliath. He just wants you to get up and go sit with him. Oh my gosh. I do need to do I need to do a whole video today though too. Sitting on my hair. I wish I knew what that was in the water back there. That was weird. I have so much I need to do, but guess who's lazy instead? So anyway, this beret. How easily I'm distracted. Well, you know, when something's flopping around in the water and not making any noise, and it's big enough that I'm hearing it, I have to go check it out. Woohoo! Good job, Sandy. And Mimi saying something about packages. I have got to get some packages opened. I mean, I've bought some stuff, but I've also got, like, Karen sent me what feels like a card I haven't even opened yet, because it was about the time I was sick. Anyway, this beret. I did the beret for like a 12-month, and it still was too little. So I brought it back to before you start reducing. Not necessarily reducing, but, well, Reggie, y'all need to check out J Hook and get them some scribers. And Karen at KB Fibers. I don't know why you don't have more, Karen. Your stuff is awesome. And I don't knit, but you explain knitting so well that, oh my goodness. Me? Go to the post office? Yeah, I did. I got what they're talking about, but I don't know. I haven't opened it, of course. And I think I started cutting out yesterday as Madonna came in and she said, I don't know. Um, she says she doesn't know how I will not open things for a month at a time. Well, when I'm sick, I'll probably open it and say, mmm. But I'll really mean, yay! So the main thing was um, I started getting stuff when I was sick, and I just haven't opened it yet. And then, but yeah, Madonna was saying, I don't know how you do that. And I said, well, mainly because once I open it, I have to find a place for it. Ah, and that's the truth. I've got packages that I opened and they are just still sitting there. But now, too, I will put stuff back in their packaging, like stitch markers or something, to make sure they don't get lost and to make sure that I know who they came from. Um, but now everybody's so fancy, they put their stitch markers on a business card and stuff. I don't even have business cards yet. I really just want a stamp so that I can put it on everything and not necessarily buy business cards and then buy um, the things to print. Oh, well, thank you, Karen. I just, like I say, I want to give everybody, um, I just want to make sure thank everybody that sends me stuff all at one time. I found 4 Christmas cards in a basket a couple weeks ago. I think one of them is from Nancy, Nan's Next Knots. And I've been seeing all the beautiful. But again, I want to wait and open it. What up, dog? What are you looking at? See, when he starts looking down that way, I think Freddy's coming about. Anyway, um, so yeah, I just want a stamp that I can put on stuff. And then, like, I've got all that stuff to make project bags. I want to get the mask done first. And then, okay, I saw T Doddles doing a thing with her project bags where she sews them in line, like, she'll have them lined up, so she'll sew like 4 or 5 straight in a row, and then she'll shift and do a different seam, several straight up, and then she'll cut between them. Now, she does the box bottoms, but now, the way I've been doing box bottoms is I fold what is it I do? I fold the corners in. Good morning, Hawk. Uh-oh, here he goes. He's about to get riled up. I knew. It's been about that time. Well, come here. Let me unhook you. Come here. Come here. Uh-oh. Good gracious. Oh, I hate it when he chokes. Oh, my gosh. It scares me so bad. He's not really choking, though. He's like coughing up a hairball or something. What are you doing? Okay, what's up? You hungry? You hungry? But anyway, she cut and I think it's probably doing the same thing. Cuts a square out of the corners, bottom corners, and I think it's probably doing the same thing because she's sewing across the, thanks, Goliath. Lay down, lay down, lay down. Oh my goodness. Oops. Oh, I know, Tina, you always You always thank me for that. Whoa. Oh, yeah, you always thank me for stuff. We always give each other credit all the time, all of us. Lay down, Goliath. I can't jump off that porch if you decide to go flailing off through there. Come here, lay down. Come here. Hey, hey, hey. Anyway. So what do you do for it, Sandy? I haven't made enough of them to sell yet, but I'm not no seamstress either. They do get a little better. Good morning, Angela. That they, but then I get distracted, or like last time I set up my sewing room and then I changed it to something else. Lay down, please. Anyway, Sandy, what does your, oh, wait a minute. Is it like they are, okay. Anti-inflammatory. Hey, HD. Anti-inflammatory. So if I just gave him maybe some ibuprofen, he has Vetprofen or something like that. I can't sew anything fancy, but Linda, okay, so like, here's my bottom corners, right? What I'm trying to do is, once I sew them up, I'm trying to take is it a quilting square or something, and then like, hang on, let me see. I'm trying to like pin it across like that, and then, so it is doing the same thing. Okay, so if I cut the squares out evenly, if I cut, say, 2-inch squares out on each side, this is just a towel. If I cut 2-inch squares out on each side and then just sew diagonally across that, then I'm going to come up with the same effect. Oh, same result. Good morning, Teresa. Are you okay. I'm trying to, I don't know how to lay things down. I would love to quilt. I have a book that I want to do some simple, um, just some simple quilting squares or something, just for pillows or something like that. And and that would save me trying to fold that in with an extra layover so it looks not right. I can't do all that fancy stuff with these bugs though, like the pockets. Mr. Domestic, I wanted to do stuff with zippers in it, and just when I get back to doing well, thank you, Sandy. One more question, Sandy. Uh, that you said honey also. I'll read back and see. Thank you, Sandy. We'll see you later somewhere. Catch you on the flip side. Have a good day. Make Octavia behave. Ah, yeah, I need to get a whole podcast together. And oh my gosh, I wanted to wait about doing the podcast because I don't have any real uh, big finishes. I have my Moore blanket and a shawl and then that basket and stuff. But everything else I've done prior to virus shutting down all the craft fairs was for the craft fair. So I did daffodils and bookmarks and spa kits and stuff like that. So I may try to get all that together, which means there's probably a lot of ends needing wove in. And like the bookmarks, I need to put beads on the bottom of them because some of them, me and Mama found these kids' books at a flea market or something. Um, uh-oh. Oh my gosh, I've dropped tonight. Am I buffering? Am I still with us? See, one thing says I am, and one thing... Okay, here we go. That stinking adulting. Okay. Um, so we found a bunch of kids' books that had like local... And Jennifer, if you're still with me, Jennifer, here near me, um, uh, the flea market up there at Moody, there were these kids' books, I think, from a local author, and they are hardback kids' books, and we got them for $1 a piece. So at the craft sale, whenever we get to do it, I'm planning on selling the bookmark or buy the book and get a free bookmark or something for like $3 or $4, and so we can give those away. Buffering, oh my gosh. Ah, really? I hate it when it does that. And at some point, I thought it was the Bluetooth doing it. So I was telling Granny D to shut off her Bluetooth, but then that didn't help either. And then I come to find out, well, I mean, I'm doing live on my phone, but then um, she was doing it on her Chromebook. I need to just go ahead and suck it up and download that streaming software, I guess. But I think after I finish, I promised Jennifer a blanket, but if it buffers again bad enough to shut us down, I may just shut down and come back later. Who does lives tonight? Just Crochet O'Clock? Is she the only one that does them tonight, like coming up on darkish? I just keep hearing stuff. I think we're supposed to have some rain here the next day or two. I need some tarpaulins. I see. I have this whole list of stuff I need to go do. And like I say, none of it really requires much human interaction. But I really... Well, see, Karen, I thought you could still live stream, though, from your computer, but then I heard... Oh, I love Karen's stuff. I tell you, when I first didn't meet her, but came to know her, I think that's changed too, Sherry. I've heard several people say that they um, can't go live anymore, even on their laptops. But wait a minute, Crochet Me Pink Kelly, does she have 1,000? She was live last night. And I know used to they had that, when it first became 1,000 subscribers before you could stream. You know what though, Karen? I have to do different. If I Zoom, I have to do a different Zoom uh, version on my phone than I do my laptop. And I don't know if it's operating systems or what, But two, even though I have 1,000, well, which I don't know why this mattered, I'm still getting a message when I try to go live. Um, if I try to go live on a laptop, I get a message that says that I need a streaming software. Well, Jennifer, Zoom does kick you out. Um, if you're in a room that isn't a paid room, now somebody correct me if I'm wrong, this new thing that requires passwords, is that still either 40 minutes or unlimited? Or since it requires a password, is it all unlimited right now? But see, now that it requires the password, does that also give you unlimited in Zoom? But well, I knew the password was because of trolls, but I didn't know if it still required you to pay to have unlimited. I didn't know. Because, I mean, if it was only a couple of dollars a month, I might pay it to become unlimited. But I haven't Zoomed again since Yip Yips. Although several people have wanted me to. Get passwords for defaults. Well, since this weekend, though, Karen, there's been... Oh, not... Okay. Since this weekend, though, there's been some new stuff, and Zoom is requiring passwords for every... You're not just going live. Well, and I haven't done... What are you doing, bud? Hey, don't be crinkling your head looking down through there. I honestly can't jump up and chase you down through the pond this morning. Come here. Hey. Ugh. Whoa. Yeah, my body's not moving like it should. What are you doing? What are you doing, sir? But now, as far as Zooms go, though, like the 40-minute meetings, because it was originally set up for conference meetings, but then what are you doing? I wish you wouldn't pop your ears up like that. What are you doing? Are you going out in the yard? Okay, go. But then it became like your Skype type thing, and everybody was just, yeah, I don't know what was that. When his ears go up like that, though, and he starts smelling the air, I wonder. No, I never did see what was splashing around. I think if you get kicked off, just go back on. I think Sharon's is unlimited now, though. I think she pays for hers, Linda. And I got, but yeah, I haven't done that since the Yip Yips for my own. I mean, there's so many others, and like Sharon's is like 24/7. And then the other one that I used to go into, I mean, there's somebody in there all the time. I just can't sit there. And and I'm not totally cracking on it, although the other day, I'm not saying it was funny, but it was sort of, because I know some people were probably having dang anxieties about it. But, I mean, the 3 different messenger groups that I'm in, Well, you know, people were freaking out because they couldn't get into Zoom because of the password thing. They weren't trying to figure out the problem. They were like, oh my God. I mean, I do understand that. I don't think it's because of you, though, Karen. And if it is, then, what if? Then they could just leave. I mean, that's why we have Zooms, right? And it kills me that people can't just say, hey, I have a problem with you. But anyway, what I think, and you know, one of the other groups that I quit Zooming with is because, like, uh, I mean, a lot of times I would be sitting there and everybody was, why not? I thought Joe likes everybody. Joe's like Teresa. Teresa loves everybody. Joe loves it. I thought, I mean, but I don't know. I mean, I think, like I said, all the stuff that happened, oh, that's me, Denisha. But then there was some stuff going on, that I didn't even know about. Well, it really just wasn't me. But anyway, apparently somebody had been saying things about me that I didn't know. But then people quit talking to me for a little while. And then come to find out, oh, see, I never totally knew what that was about either. I didn't care. I didn't never catch on with that. And there's some things that so, like a couple of times that people have gotten upset because they didn't know how Zoom worked and they thought they got kicked out. Now, this has happened 3 or 4 times. And then a couple of the other situations, um, but like this other situation, people just quit talking to me, and I'm like, I didn't do anything. But come to find out, somebody else, which I had a friend for 15 years that did me the same thing, the same way. She would tell people stuff behind my back to try to make herself look good or to make herself look the victim. Come here. Come here. To make herself look good, to play the victim, and I should have caught on to that as soon as it started happening. Well, as of that time, I hadn't experienced that. He's looking at me like, aren't you coming in? As of then, I hadn't experienced that in the university. So, um, I finally just had to cut that friend loose, you know, the one I'd been friends with like 15 years. I mean, she had some serious issues that I tried to be there for her. I was always there for her. But then when she, I don't know how many times she started stuff with other friends that I didn't even know. That's me, Sandra. You know, unless it's supposed to be a surprise or unless it's, you know, or like, you know, sometimes we try to help people that need help. Um, well, that's the other thing. I mean, we're grown. Why pick sides? I don't know. Anyway, I have no idea. But anyway, so this other situation, you know, there was things being said behind several people's backs, and I was like, what in the world? But then again, you know, the person starting that crap is not the only one, to me, not the only one guilty. The people listening to that crap and believing it, um, the people listening to that crap and believing it without coming to me, or because the people listening to it should have known my heart, right? I felt like some of the people in the other group should have known me better, even though we've never met. But as far as, like, you know, right here in the community, which I, you know, I'm just here and I move on or whatever. But the friends that I lost over that girl here, I mean, lifetime friends. One of the reasons that I sit home by myself, because she started so much stuff amongst friends that I had had, like I said, my entire life. Or like one in particular, I knew him since he was just a little turd. He was one of my brother's friends. I knew him since he was about 10 years old. And then a couple of times after he got grown, I helped him in situations. And I'm never one that says, I helped you, now you owe me. That's not what I'm saying. But people that you've known that long should know whether what this third party is saying actually came out of your mouth or not. You know what I mean? People should know you and know your heart well enough to know whether you actually said what this other person says you did. I've always hated he said, she said crap, but um, after, like I said, you know, I mean, the one in the Yarny group didn't hurt me so bad as, I mean, it did to begin with, but like, exactly. And that's another thing. People know that I'm not going to lie to them. I'm not, like I said, not going to say anything behind them that, um, behind their back, that I wouldn't say to their face. And most of the time, if I say it and they're not around, I've already said it to their face. Like kidding people about this, that, or the other. But anyway, the one that happened here in the community about shut me down, you know. And then when come to find out that the person that was saying stuff just was playing people against each other, like like in school or something. Oh, you can't be friends with them and me. What? But anyway, yeah. And well, and I mean that's why I'm by myself, because that same person that that same person in my life on this side of the camera that did that to me. I had a guy that I was not really, well, I mean, I guess dating. I don't really know. Anyway, and it was a person that was a little bit older than me, and we talked about a lot of, we had a lot in common. But, you know, it was a situation I knew wasn't going anywhere. You know, I knew it was never going to be anything, which I wasn't, that was fine. I just, and y'all have heard me say it before, I just uh, would like to have somebody to call and say, hey, you want to hit the road and go have lunch in Chattanooga? You know, stuff like that. Or, hey, you want to go take lunch to the creek bank or go to the lake or the river or something? Or just ride and see, um, just watch, look at the trees or whatever, you know. And this female, even though she didn't want anything to do with him, um, as far as like dating or anything, but she did, I hate to say she was just doing it to get people to biased. I don't really know. She was just the kind that if the attention wasn't on her, then she made it on her. She made somebody else to be the bad guy, made herself to play the victim, all this stuff. Well, this guy, it wasn't a, yeah, you probably do, Jennifer. And since, you know, it was that girl that I was friends with for so long. And I mean, um, okay, Teresa, you have a great day too. Hey, Cindy. Aw. Yeah, Karen, see, that's the kind of stuff that I felt like when, you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about uh, the situation I'm talking about in our community, but that's all done now and everything too. But anyway, this girl, um, and like I said, this guy was never going to be like a long-term relationship, anything like that. But I was okay with that. You know, trying to get my sunshine and my halo going again. um, I'm old enough that I'm okay with that. I don't have to have some man living with me or whatever. It would be nice, because just like these frogs out here right now. If I didn't have y'all, it would be nice to have somebody to sit out here and say, "Oh, doesn't the don't the frogs sound lovely?" Or, "Oh, look at the meteor showers." Or, I mean, this guy would come over and just hang out, and I mean, we'd literally sit in the driveway. This was when we were drinking though, drinking a beer and just looking up at because I have no light pollution here. It was just looking up at the meteor showers and stuff. And then too, he was old enough. I always tended to go out with younger guys. So, and I mean anywhere from like just a few years younger to a lot of years younger. So, when you go out with somebody that is just like a whole generation difference, you don't, they don't know much about the things you do. But yeah, I don't even know what this girl, I think she promised my friend that she would go out with him or that she would hook up with him, whatever people do these days. But then, am I hearing another message coming through? Oh, I didn't know Crystal was going live this morning. Aw, Karen. Oh, I know. Like I said, when that whole thing happened, too, I just almost shut down and almost quit YouTube. I almost quit. It pretty much broke my heart. But this girl on this side of the camera, I don't know. I still don't know what she told that guy, other than maybe um, that she would go out with him or something, but that she didn't want to. But that she wouldn't do it because he was with me or seeing me or whatever. She didn't want to break that code or whatever, when she was never going to go out with him because he's older. Yeah, Denisha, I guess I just never really realized that. Yes, Jennifer, that's exactly who it is. I was going to use her alias, but if anybody ever came on, there's not but maybe 3 or 4 of y'all in my real life, on my daily life, that even knows about my channel or anything. So, you know, I still wouldn't want. And here I am, still trying to not hurt her feelings after she has ripped my life apart so many times. But So then he just quit calling me or coming around. I mean, we would just meet for lunch. When I worked over there near him, he I would take lunch and meet him for lunch every day, whether I fixed sandwiches or bought lunch at my... What? Oh my God. Do you know how many places outside of our regular pool play and circle and everything that she has messed with? Oh my gosh, yeah, we'll talk about that after this, because that's crazy. She's a lunatic. Um, but, you know, I knew she was never going out with him, and she was never going any further than whatever. We karaoke'd, you know, me and this guy, and just like I said, just hung out. I mean, we both up in odd hours of the night, and we'd call, hey, you want to go to Waffle House? Okay, come on. But, yeah. Oh my gosh. You know how many people she's done that to? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Pool was really the only thing got me out of hand. Stop it. Stop. 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 What is it? What is it? Where are you going? Are you going potty or what? See, you do that and then you walk down and then you come back up and you lay down. But anyway, yeah. So after all those years and like, you know, she has quite a few health issues too. But she has made people believe that I did things against them or said things, and these people knew better. But yeah, I finally, after all that time, had to just cut her loose. I mean, and our I don't know. She was one of those ride or die friends, or so I thought. Um, but so anyway, that friend of mine that I was perfectly fine with being a friend, and you know, he had his own house. He had his, plus he was about the only one that ever made close to what I did. And I never, I never had to worry about somebody having to pay for things or whatever. Because if I didn't have money, he had money. If he didn't have money, I had money. You know, we just didn't worry about that kind of. It just was a total different. It was a true friendship relationship type of thing. He had a grandbaby that I just loved, loved, and I mean I still hear from him every now and then. But then this former friend, she came up and decided, I think she said she had a heart attack or something. Now, she had quite a few health issues. Um, and so she came up and said she had a heart attack. I found out later that I think she was probably doing something that with all these health issues she definitely shouldn't have been. You know, she had seizures and she had just all kind of issues. But anyway, so after she had her supposed heart attack, I hate to say supposed because I mean she may have, who knows, but she's much stuff that it's just, you know, one of those crying wolf kind of situations. I kind of love that sun behind me. Yes, that too, Jennifer. But then, just like with David, oops, um, she really just wanted somebody to pay her tab. I don't know. We were like sister friends, and see, the thing about that is, you know, most of the Most of memories and back in the day things that pop up on Facebook have her in them. And, you know, I think if there has ever been a female that broke my heart worse than any male that ever left me, I think it was her. And no, I'm not, you know, we were just friends and sisters and stuff. But it literally broke my heart to have to cut her loose. But anyway, after she supposedly had a heart attack and stuff, she started sending me messages, which she had done so many times before. Go, go, go. She started sending me messages, and I guess, you know, she may have actually had a heart attack or came to have some kind of issue thinking that she needed to apologize to everybody, making amends, whatever. So she started texting me about being friends again, and this is exactly how she did before. She said, you know, there's just been so many things happened that I just don't remember what happened between us, Sin. Oh my goodness. Between the phone and him, I may have to go anyway. Well, plus, you know, I'm sure we want to see Krista. So she sends me these messages about, you know, every time something comes up where we were singing or shooting pool. What is it? What is it? What is it? Come on. What are you doing? Hang on now. What's up? What up, dog? Ooh. Well, alrighty then. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, she has sent me messages saying we should be friends and we, you know, we need to get over this and everything. Well, it's always me getting over this. You know, it has always been me all these years. And then, like, if she was so worried about not dating somebody that I was going out with or whatever, to not break the code, whatever, which she wasn't going to do anyway, and he's not going to leave me alone, so, um, she even went as far as, like, my ex, stop it, come here, you know what, were y'all here yesterday when he made me get Oh, he's in serious distress here, y'all. My goodness gracious. What is it? What is it? What is it? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're just barking at me. What do you want? Nothing? He just wanted me to stand up. As soon as I sit down, he's going to start on me again. Yep, here he is. Here he is. Okay, come on. Come on. Lay down. Ow, lay down. So, yeah, I just can't really bring myself to go back that route. I'd rather be here by myself and have nobody to hang out with or go do with than to have people that are going to do me that way. So, yeah. Exactly, Jennifer. Exactly. And like I said, ah, Goliath, thanks, dude. Like I said, if it was just somebody to call to go have dinner with, you know, or just come over and grill or hang out and sit on the tailgate and build a fire and drink a beer, you know, whatever. And, but yeah, so then she used him also. Anyway, whatever, you know. People that play the victim. Oh, but then the ex that left, I was with somebody for 10 years. This was the ex I was supposed to marry before all this happened. But anyway, so we were supposed to get married and we were talking about it. And it's before he shagged, that he left, he was talking to a guy at Pool League about wedding bands. And then he just up and leaves 2 days later. I get a text, right? 10 years and a diamond, you know, engaged and all this stuff. He just up and leaves. And so then he ended up married in less than a year to a girl that he never even knew. He wasn't fooling around on me, but he worked with people that was hooking him up with everybody in their family till I guess he finally decided to marry one or whatever. Anyway, so then this former friend that ripped all my friends away from me um, commented on what a beautiful picture uh, their wedding picture was. And I'm like, really? You really did that? And she said, well, I went to school with her and all this. And I was like, so now the sun's just like beaming. Oh my goodness. So I put it to her a different way. I said, so when your ex gets married and I comment on his pictures, how beautiful their pictures are, you're not going to get upset? You're just going to get over it? Oh my gosh. Well, now I'm having to scrunch down like this. Oh, goodness. Hearing stuff in the woods again. And I mean, it's just like this other situation that I dealt with my in the yarny community. I don't Goliath. How far can you scoot, dude? He just like keeps bumping my thing. But anyway, it's like I don't know. Um Laura Lee, did you send me your address? Or do you even know that you're supposed to be sending me your address? How bright green my eyes are. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the situation that was here. I didn't know that somebody was saying something that I should have been defending myself. Where I shouldn't have even had to defend myself anyway. But then when they got busted, they played the victim. When they got busted, they played the victim and poor pitiful me, and it was typical of that situation in my real life. And it hurt really bad. So like I say, I almost quit crocheting over it. And definitely almost didn't do videos anymore. Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I'm thinking about. Yeah. Well, and that's what I. Hey, Lori. And that's what I say, Sherry. But like those friends that I had for a lifetime, the little turd that I knew since he was 10 years old, should have known me. Should have known me better. Should have known me well enough that to know that what was being said was not me. What did I just miss? I don't know how to scroll back up on my messages. Oh yeah, yeah, Lorelei. Now I'm seeing what you're saying. Um, you know, I deal with that crap. Yeah, Mimi. That, like I said, that's why I'm here by myself mostly. I mean, and I don't try to. I've got one of my pool team that just asks me out all the time. This guy. Well, y'all may have seen him on one of my lives one time, and he said, "I just love Cindy and all her little doodads she makes me, and my kids." But anyway, I just, it, there's just several things, and I know people say, "Well, you've got to stop dwelling on that stuff." Well, it's not really dwelling as much as it is protecting my own heart again, I guess. Or so. I'm loving that sunshine. Are y'all seeing that? Loving it. I think that and this green blanket and this green stuff is why my eyes are so green. I mean, my eyes are green naturally, but they go darker and lighter. Yeah, yeah, I just don't know. People don't people don't understand. It's like if you say something about being alone or whatever, and other people are like, "Yeah, I know what you're talking about." I'm like, "Yeah, you may know what I'm talking about." Oh, this beautiful butterfly with a blue bottom half, black top and blue bottom half is so pretty. They are all over the place today. But the people that say that actually have people around them, like in their house. They may have their kids, they may have their significant others. There are people around them. There is a total difference in having a house with nobody in it. You know, my mama says things about being alone or whatever. I'm like, well, yeah, and but at least Mark comes and goes. You know, at least there's a body there. You know. Hey, Melissa. So to me, there's just a big difference, and those two things right there, that girl, previous friend, former friend, and the ex, are the main reasons I'm the way I am today. And this has all just happened in the last, let's see, he left 14. February was 6 years since he left. And I mean, with no reason, he gave me a couple of reasons. Some of the things we were dealing with, um, some of the things we were dealing with, but during the during the times we, and it was family issues and my crazy family, he was like, it's okay, we'll get through this and we'll do this. But then he just up and left. So yeah, yeah, and karma, definitely. I think some of the ex's co-workers were enticing him because they had cousins and sisters and stuff that needed to get married off. Oh my gosh. Whatever. But anyway, happy Monday, y'all. The frogs are still kicking. That's why I was wondering what was in the water earlier, because it sounded like. Okay, what I miss again? Yeah, I mean, I've always trusted people, and you know, I try not to. Yeah, and I think the reason when Chris left that it hurt me so bad was because everything was fine as far as I thought. But then when he was telling people why he left and whatever, his story changed. Of course, he would tell me, no, he was telling me one thing. He was telling me it was the family situation that we were dealing with, which I'm still dealing with. Thanks, Chris. And, but then he was telling other people it was me. So, whatever. Whatever. I don't care. Guess what? I still have my own house. I still have my own property, my own cars. What really hurt me just as bad as him leaving me, though, was he never even came back and saw the dogs. And Goliath had some serious separation anxiety. I mean, and then on Goliath's 10th birthday, I went down there. Uh, I went down there, and Goliath still remembered him. So, but I guess he never forgets. But anyway, so I got to finish this beret today and try to get that done. I need to make my list so I can make my rounds and not have to go back out. We need a couple of things here, but not necessarily totally need them. But thinking about, what was that? Goliath is just on high alert over here. I don't know what his deal is. Well, I used to not have a hard time carrying, but then, like I said, these couple of situations just made me not even. I mean, I say a lot of times, I don't like humans. Well, Jennifer, I don't really need a whole lot of anything, especially not from Walmart. What was I wanting from Walmart? My well was muddy, and I think it's just from my well is 300 feet deep. So it, I don't know how far it comes. I don't know where it comes from. But anyway, I don't know where the water comes from. So Me too, Lori. Well, I mean, I don't have all those. I have my YouTube family. That's why it hurt me so bad when that other thing happened. And because I was like, oh my gosh. And that was the first negative thing that I had really, other than a couple of other people being silly over some stuff that just didn't matter, this was a closer circle for me. Well, Joe, and true, but friends not only, you know, taking up for you when somebody else is talking about you, too, means, you know, means a lot. But they should take up for you, but they should know your heart. You know, true friends should know your heart. They should know whether you're saying those things or not, and not just anyway. I really have a lot to do today, but guess what? I bet I'm going to end up lazy and doing nothing. Um, if Lisa's not in such a big hurry for that basket and stuff, I don't have to go up there. But if I'm leaving this house, I want to do everything. Um, if I leave this house, I want to do everything I need to do. Oh, I know, Jen. I just, you know. And, you know, Ducky's is right here by the house. So I used to go meet him there and sing. We'd sing karaoke, play pool, stuff like that. And like I say, I drank then. I don't drink anymore. But I don't drink any less either. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Um, uh, but I mean, it's like 2 miles from here. So, you know, if I did drink, I felt okay getting home, you know. But, you know, whatever. I don't care. It's all good. I'm okay right here by myself. I mean, my nephew's here. But, you know, once we all start working again, I guess it'll be better and get to shoot pool again. That's what kind of kills me is not what are you doing? You get a better view right there, don't you, of that other side of the yard. Oh my gosh, my yard is so grown up. Um, yep, yep. But I'm gonna end up missing Krista, and I'm making y'all miss Krista too, ain't I? I wanted to. What I may do, and because I haven't taken my motorcycle out lately, I may take my motorcycle to deliver the dress and stuff. I hear the turkey back over this way. Something really had my turkey stirred up yesterday morning or the day before. Whenever we heard the noise that somebody commented sounds like an irritable bobcat, um, that morning, whatever that was, must have been getting into the turkeys too because I heard them. They were seriously gobbling all the way. Yep, yep, Mimi. Definitely. Funny Farm Crochet. Oh, that's cool. You know a couple of the things I'm talking about too, Becky. But yeah, I just need to finish this beret, and that may give me a chance to get on my motorcycle and get out of here for a little bit. I know, but I may take the motorcycle just to take the dress. Oh, in the basket. Well, I may not can take the basket on the motorcycle. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I have to take the truck. I need to get out on my motorcycle though, for real. Virus won't catch me there. I haven't ridden in a while either. And you know, um, whoever was in here that morning talking about and I was talking about the ant that got onto me once because I was out gallivanting on my motorcycle instead of um, going to church. And I said, well, I was just as near God uh, on my motorcycle, or nearer to God on my motorcycle out in all that beauty. I keep flopping my hair because it's wet, y'all. That's what I'm trying to dry it. Um, Out in nature and everything, you know, the the former friend I'm talking about was riding with me that day because we spent 2 Easters. Hey, Madonna. Yep, yep, Madonna. True, true, true. Um, but me and this friend ride 2 Easters in a row, and a third Easter she was here with my family. I invited her here for Easter with my family. Back when my family still actually wanted to get along. I mean, get together and eat and stuff. Oh, goodness. People are crazy sometimes. But, yeah. But yeah, it's a beautiful day for it. It's supposed to start raining in a couple of days. I thought it was, amen to that. And Madonna, I think I got cut off yesterday when you were asking me about opening packages and how I could hold up. And I said, I don't know how much you heard of it, but I said, because once I open them, I have to, uh, yeah, Jennifer, true that. But anyway, so the reason once I open packages, I have to find a place to put them. So that kind of holds me back a minute. But I am thinking about um, shifting my part of my room into the new room and then start redoing the other room. Oh my gosh. That made no sense whatsoever. Ah, and I don't know what these things are. They look like sweat bees, but smaller. But they're like buzzing around stuff that, like the little garbage can that I have holding the door open and stuff. Ah. Well, and two, you know what? I get tired. I shouldn't have to explain myself as a friend. If I'm a friend, I shouldn't have to explain myself or defend my own ground, defend myself over and over and over, you know, or, I mean, just explain myself. I shouldn't have to. Now, if I've made a stupid move and somebody's like, why'd you do that? That's one thing. But these people that really want to start all this stuff and then you don't even know it until it's already blown up. There was at least 3 situations in the last year or two, that me and this girl were hanging out, that she said stuff about me that I didn't know about until it literally had blown up and done all its damage or whatever. And then one particular, see, she also split up my daughter and her guy um, over some of the same crap. Now, my daughter, takes some blame there, but she knows what she's done. But anyway, this one friend of mine looked at me and said, "Are you not going to, do you not have anything to say about all this?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" And he just looked at me and he said, "You seriously don't know?" And I'm like, "I have no idea. What?" So he explained it to me. Come here, come here. Stop looking at whatever you're looking at. No, 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 no. Ah, Goliath, Goliath. Uh, okay, then he's out of here. And I can't run. I don't know what he went after. But that's why he keeps his harness on. Dude, you better get up here. That's why I keep his harness. Look at him. He's just like sniffing around. I don't even know. I didn't even see what he saw. That's why I keep his harness on him on the porch. So I can grab him. Because he's like a greased pig. He's so slick. And now he's going down in all those weeds. Oh my gosh. He's going to be bringing poison oak up here on me. Dude. Oh, Lord, he's down in all that brush. Oh. Anyway, so we're sitting here at 2 hours, I guess. I'm going to go in here and try to get some things done. When all I really want to do is sit there and do nothing. Oh my gosh. Well, and I watched some movies this weekend. I saw The Bellboy with, was it Bellboy? Jerry Lewis, 1960. And then I watched Fun in Acapulco with Elvis Presley. I think that was also 1960. And then I watched a good movie that same night. What night was that? It was a day that I just sat there and said I wasn't doing anything else. Saturday, I think. For some reason, I just didn't want to do anything. I didn't even watch YouTube all day. And just like always, every time I decide to shut down my cable, I somehow end up watching movies. But now I don't know where he's at. Ugh. I'm going to chase him down. But then I watched Rocket Man. Oh my gosh, what a great movie that was. That's me. If I can figure out where I screw up, Karen, I'm always gonna apologize, but I'm never going to intentionally hurt anybody, you know? Yeah, Rocket Man was pretty awesome. I didn't realize how many songs I knew, but it made me want to get my piano back up and going. Or go buy that baby grand. I still want that baby grand. Man, I better not be hearing him in that water. Okay, hang on, y'all. No, I don't know where he's at, but I'm just going to have to get off here and go chase him down. But I will try to do a full podcast today. I need to do a podcast before I deliver that basket because I need to put that in my finished objects. And whatever else I need to do. So I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you for joining me this morning. I'm going to try to come up with something for a sunrise service. If it's nothing but sit here and watch the sunrise like we did this morning. So so we can at least wear our Sunday go to meeting clothes. And I'm no preacher, but we can do what we can do what we do. But I will probably see y'all in a little bit. I think Krista is probably still on for a little while. What time is it? Maybe minutes. I don't know if she's doing a whole hour. Yeah, it's gonna be heck catching him without his harness on. I knew better to take it off. He'll be off down there at the trailer though. He just and he can't hear, so I can't call him. But I'll catch him anyway. Well, y'all have a great day. I didn't mean to get so deep and involved in that whole thing. But at least it's not a saddening kind of thing. Yay, Sandra. Glad you did too. Even if it's a Monday. But all the days are the same here lately, right? To me, anyway. But I guess I will try to see y'all later. A couple of people are asking about the frogs again, so I may try to come in close to dark and sit here. I don't even hear him moving around now. He's probably already down there at the trailer. I may try to come in before dark and let the frogs. Okay, I'm hearing him. And let everybody hear the frogs and stuff. Y'all stay safe. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Stay away from people. No, Jennifer, no. That water, I don't. He won't take a bath. If he would take a bath, I would let him swim. But he won't take a bath afterwards. But, y'all have a good one, and I will see y'all wherever you'll be today. I'm sure we'll be in some lives together. I think Tina goes on at noon, as usual. And, who else? But anyway, I may try to do something, like I say, close to dark, so the other people can catch the frogs. And y'all have a good day. Post pictures in the Facebook group. That's me, Karen. I don't intentionally, but if I heard them and I don't know it, then I have to figure it out and apologize, right? Yep, Tina. I'll see you in a little bit at your on your show. And first of the month, there's several bake-alongs started back up. So anyway, I'll holler at y'all later then. Love y'all. Thank you for being here this morning. I certainly enjoyed it. Thanks for talking to me. But I will see you in a little bit. Let me go catch this guy. Love y'all. Bye.